Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. It is Sunday, the 3rd of December 2023, and I'm looking at this Power Rangers Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin Mighty Minotaur action figure. This is only the second Power Rangers toy I've got, and the first one I've not even opened. I've got this because it might make a nice Minotaur for 1/18 scale. Not many Minotaurs around that look good. There is the Marvel Legends one from was it Doctor Strange? I think, I can't remember, which I'll be comparing a bit later, and there's some other ones coming out soon from, is it XS Company? Can't remember. But I've got those in pre-order too. So hopefully we'll get a good look at this and the Marvel Legends one, and when everyone comes out, I can do a cross comparison again. Okay, let's get a look at the box. Looks pretty cool, perhaps a bit too cartoony, but I love that club. That shield looks pretty decent too. On the back, does look pretty decent. It says that he's 8.2 inches, which is massive. So he's going to be twice as tall as your normal 4-inch action figure. So he's going to be a big boy. Okay, Liam unbox this and set him up. I'll be back in an instant. Do stay tuned. And here he is. Got his other accessories in front of me here. Look at those in a second. He's pretty nice looking. I don't really like that whatever lightning effect. That's just a bit yeah. But I could use that for some other figures or magic or something, I guess. But he's pretty nice looking. So he does come with a alternate right hand, which is a fist, we can see here. He also comes with an alternate left hand, which is gripping. I've got that holding the shield, and I'm going to leave it holding the shield. That is not easy to put the shield in. In fact, you risk breaking the shield handle. It's so quite tight. The fingers aren't very malleable at all. The shield itself is pretty nice. It could do with a lot more paint apps on it, but that'll look really nice with some paint apps with your other 1/12 scale fantasy figures, whether they be Marvel things or whether they be Mythic Legions. Pretty cool. And then he also comes with this tiny little Minotaur. I guess he just morphs into that big Minotaur there. I've not seen Power Rangers since the movie, or the second movie. How many was that, 30 years ago? Maybe, I don't know, 20 years ago? More than 20 years ago. Anyway, here he is. Nice club. Does need some paint apps. He does look pretty good. What I don't like, though, is his lower legs are normal man style, not reverse, as what they should be for a cat, a dog, a cow, a bull, a Minotaur. Well, that's what you think that would be. Oh, there's a little tail at the back too. And he's got some butterfly joints there. That's nice. So he seems to like he's going to have some decent articulation. Speaking of which, let's get a look at his articulation. So head, forwards, backwards is okay. Side to side is pretty good. Turning is okay. Shoulders all the way around. You've got the forwards, backwards butterfly joint. To the side, not getting that high because the sculpt, but it will do. Turn around this way. Bicep bend is over 90, despite having those sort of big forearm things on. This hand's got his clubs to the reverse way. There you go. Which is decent. He's got wave articulation on his hand here. Other hand is the gun articulation. He's got an ab. He's got a torso, which he can twist and move a little bit. He's got an ab crunch as well, so his downwards is pretty good. His backwards is pretty good as well. I'm loving that shoulder articulation. That's just fantastic. Legs, hips, look at that. Full split for the Monster Taekwondo team, or the Minotaur team. Forwards goes out before it comes up, so it goes out to the side. Doesn't come up very far forwards. Backwards. It's alright on the backwards. He should have a thigh twist. Yeah, thigh twist. Got a double kneecap. Very tight and not too ugly on the kneecaps. And then foot. He gets a nice tippy toe. His dorsiflexation's alright. His joints aren't too weak. There's no... Is there a boot turn on? Let's have a look. Oh, there's a boot turn. He gets a boot turn, which is great. And he gets a foot swivel in and out too. So much better articulation than I was actually expecting, I've got to say. Let's get him standing up straight. Let's get an idea of his size in centimeters. Top of the horns is about 21.5 to the top of the horn here. To the top of his head is around about 19, between 19 and 19.5, so he's quite a big boy. So let's compare him to the Minotaur from the Doctor Strange movie I've got here, who's great looking, but he has issues of his own. I'm trying to decide which one I think looks better. I like them both, but probably the Power Rangers one's better because of the articulation. In terms of look, though, his head's far superior. His head looks like a goat head. I would be tempted to swap the heads around if they're compatible, and maybe the lower legs, except there's no sort of... He's got trousers on, which is like, yeah, kind of ruins it. So he's got the backwards facing joints we can see here. So I would prefer that, but that's too much hard work to swap that around of him, because he's got his are inserted in his pants, his trousers. But very nice looking. It's also compared to the Dungeons and Dragons Owlbear, which was a fantastic release, really, really good release. Great big monster. I love this so much. And he's, you know, he's a lot smaller than the owlbear, but he still does look pretty good. Okay, so how's he going to compare with 1/18 scale figures, since this is mainly what this channel is about? Let's have a look. Get my Sigurd the Survivor. He's actually Sigurd the Wanderer, but he's survived so many encounters with so many different toys and action figures and monsters in my videos. He's now Sigurd the Survivor from Boss Fight Studios. Yeah, Sigurd's like, not again, really? Another big boy for me to fight? So you can see that he is literally about twice as tall as Sigurd, maybe a bit more to the top of the horns. It's a nice looking figure. I think it's capable of some really good action poses. So let's quickly test that, especially with like the boot turn, the shoulders you've got going on. So I can get him to pose. It's quite difficult like this. Can he stand up? Oh, look at that, straight away. And that's difficult because the way his feet are. He's literally on his toes on the back leg. So if I do it that way, you get an idea. Can't even fit on that way. But the back foot is literally on its the toe of the hoof, if there is such a thing. Very easy to do action poses with. Looks great. Can I swap the hand out without using hot water quickly? Have a quick try since I'm here. And the answer is I can. That was quite easy, which was a pleasant surprise. So let's get the other hand in. See if I can push it in without... There we go, too much hassle. There we go. And now here he is with his shield. Let's get him to stand up nicely. There we go. Very, very cool. Sigurd is now dreading or cursing the day he was born. He doesn't seem to get a break. But I mean, you're such a good figure. Thank you, Boss Fight Studios. When you're such a good figure, you are going to use a lot in my videos, particularly when it's the same genre, fantasy and, well, Power Rangers isn't really fantasy. If I'm using it as fantasy, and fantasy. Come on, Sigurd. I'm sure that shield of yours is going to break in a second if it's not a magical one. Yeah! Fantastic looking figure. It actually looks really good with your 1/18 scale. Good release by Hasbro. They are hit and miss, I know, but this is a good one. A few more paint apps, a bit of work on that, maybe adding some sort of fur to the legs there a little bit. And this is going to be a fantastic looking Minotaur. And is that head swap-aroundable with the other one? That is the question. Let me see how easy it is to take off this one. This one's quite easy to take off. How easy is it to take off that one? Is it the same sort of fitting? Oh. Let's have a look. The ball is... Ooh. The ball is slightly bigger. Put that neck piece back on. But I think... that way, maybe. Ah! If that would fit onto that, let's get the stand up first. I think you're going to get yourself a much better looking Minotaur. I've now got to search if I can find one of these heads or part of the back part with the head on eBay. Because to me that is a much better looking Minotaur. Just got a paint to match. What do you guys think? Do you prefer that head or do you prefer the original head? I think as a Minotaur, I think that head is much better. Okay, so this is Awesome Action Toy signing out, saying please like, share, subscribe. Check out the Patreon, link in the top right of the screen now. See everything as soon as it's uploaded before it comes onto YouTube. There's exclusive content, and also there are prize draws exclusive for our paid members on Patreon too. So do check that out, and you can get free for 7 days as well. I'll see you next video. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye-bye.